Welcome back to BMF Speed Shop. It's Tuesday, but it's kind of like a Monday because the kids are off of school. So I don't know. I think we should start doing like Monday updates. Let y'all know what's going on over here. Uh, Monday, yep. Living the dream. You know, I used to say that when I would walk into my 9-to-5 job before I quit. But I really am living the dream here. I could not ask for anything more. I'm so grateful and thankful for everything we have going on over here. So I just give you a little show here. We got in the shop this morning. I still got the 73 Corvette in here. Basket case. I've been working on it very slowly, just dismantling stuff. And then I also drew a rendering, which is really cool. And I think the last time that I showed this car, we had talked about what was wrong with it. And I thought I was going to show you. So, that right there, that is what's wrong with the car. The frame is rusted. And mostly, the end caps right there on both sides. And kind of where I guess you would call whatever this is. That looks kind of wonky and jacked up right there. The pocket. So, plans. What are we going to do? We're going to fix it. Yep, it's also rusty back there. Real bad. How am I going to fix it? No idea. Okay, I've never had a Corvette before. But from what I read and researched, this is very normal. That's a pocket. And they actually make a kit. A few different companies make a kit to replace that, to repair that. And then I'm thinking, I don't like the rear suspension at all. And I don't, I kind of want to track this car. So I'm really worried about independent suspension on the track. So I'm thinking of swapping a solid axle, like a Ford 9-inch in the back. Yep, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Or an 8.8 out of like a Crown Vic. Or whatever axle I come up with, solid axle cheap for like $100. Because this is a budget build, as everything is here, because I'm poor. Yeah, that's the plan. I would show you into this side. There's some more damage. I can't remember if I talked about this car, but it's a 73. It was originally yellow. It got smucked pretty much in every single corner because it was owned by a guy, and he didn't know how to drive his forklift. He was not forklift certified, I think. And he liked to pick up his cars with his forklift and move them around because I guess it's probably easier than pushing them, right? Yeah, so it's pretty banged up, but if you watched the first video, if you didn't watch it, go back. There's all kinds of stuff in there about the car, about what we paid for it, etc., etc. Check it out. Then we're also working on the 68 Oldsmobile Cutlass. I got it into the garage. I started inspecting the whole car and tearing it down and seeing what I'm working with here. So I got the whole interior gutted. And I kind of made a couple YouTube shorts, but it looks like somebody painted some POR 15 on here. Because it's the only paint I've ever seen that is absolute garbage. It literally just scrapes right off. And there's some nice paint underneath there. So maybe this floor pan was done before. I don't know. I can't tell. Or maybe the car was silver. I haven't did the VIN check on it yet. And then I got over here and I could tell that somebody had did something to the floor. So I started banging on with a hammer, and literally it's just a giant piece of fiberglass that someone repaired the rusted driver's side floor pan. And this right here, this pisses me off. I use fiberglass, as seam sealer, and I use it when I like to cover a weld and stuff, and it's a great product, but it's not meant to repair over the top of rust. So that right here, we're gonna have to fix this area. It's not that bad, actually. I have seen so much worse when it comes to floor pans. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna strip all this crappy POR 15 off. We're gonna repair the rust hole there, and I think there might be like back in this corner, I can't really tell what's going on in there. That might be a little rusty. We may have to fix both little pockets back here. But it still has, I was chipping away like factory style seam sealer. So we're going to chip all that out, redo all that, and then we're going to paint this whole thing in here with like a lizard skin or ceramic insulating type of coating so that it protects the heat and reduces the sound from that nice big block. So yep, that's what we're doing there. I got the whole trunk removed. Somewhere there's water getting in here in the rear into the trunk area, but it's still actually really solid. Pretty solid, but I can tell that someone has been in here before because the welds there's welds up there. I can see wires sticking out and crap. And then there's a big rust hole right here. It's got to be fixed. But really, it is a solid car. I mean, up here in Wisconsin, for a 68, it's very hard to find one that's this clean. So, pretty neat. But yeah, this is why there's that's why there's this like bubbling, and you can see it coming back through is because the welds that they did were really very porous. Looks like they did it with a wire feed flux core is what it looks like to me, and they didn't have good seal, like it's porosity through the whole weld, so moisture and stuff is getting in from the back of the weld. If they would have did a really nice weld, I can tell that they must have seamed it and hit it with this paint, this black stripe here. And just old school trick, I guess. That's probably where the seam is for just, they probably replaced this whole rear quarter, which we might do again. I already priced them out. They're not that much for a full rear quarter. This side of the floor pan has a little surface rust. We'll chip away and see what this looks like over here. But it looks pretty solid from this side. I haven't got the car up in the air yet. So yeah, thanks for watching. We got some more filler up here too. Yeah, that's where the rear quarter was done poorly, and right along the top of the seam here, where I'm guessing that's all because the rear quarter swap wasn't very good. Maybe they didn't do a full quarter on this side, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.